Hey there, weirdos. Mike Eshelman here,
Tom
and
Martinhold over here.
and welcome to episode 5. And this is kind of a special episode because what we promised to do months and months ago, we're finally getting around to. We have a special guest tonight. So everyone give a warm welcome to Mr. Rick Tanski.
Hey,
Hey,
hello everybody. Hello.
coming
Good to
to
be
us.
here, I think.
No, it's not. Don't get your hopes up.
Okay.
Well, how far are you into the bottle?
Well, that would assume I ever came out.
Ah! Oh, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be just fine.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully, I'm not the subject of said events on said file that gets uploaded occasionally. So, see how
Well.
this works.
no. This is all in good,
Yeah.
clean fun.
Yeah.
Have a seat over here. We'd like to look at
All
some
right.
video.
Oh no.
So many months ago, Tom and I talked about dragging people in here with us that we knew as kids
Yeah.
and then lost touch with, and now they're actually respectable adults. And since we couldn't find any of those, we thought we'd ease our way in and start off with Rick.
Well, we went alphabetically.
Got to the T's.
Figured, that'll do.
This is part of my community service, I think. Court ordered.
Yeah, if you don't have court-ordered community service yet, this is the way to get it.
Yeah. So, Rick, just to fill everybody in, what is it exactly that you're doing now?
Currently, I'm a director for human resources for a school district here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Not a path I ever thought I would find myself in. And depending on who you listen to, I work on the dark side, and not just like dabbling. I'm like Emperor Palpatine evil because I'm in administration and I'm in human resources. So I'm in my last month of work. I'll be retiring from public education at the end of June. So it's probably good I'm doing this on my way out. So if they had any concerns to address, they could say, just go ahead and leave early.
Great.
No,
So let's
start.
dude, I read the analytics for this show. Nobody fucking listens to it in Colorado, so you're A-okay.
Right?
And I'm not even sure any members of my family would listen. So it's
Yeah.
you know what, sometimes the things that we do for love, just don't get understood very well. So
They don't. Sometimes you just gotta, you just gotta do it for you. And
Yeah.
that's enough. That's important.
right. So yeah. I started out as a teacher when I graduated from college after I moved out here. So y'all sent me off with a fabulous party. Pretty much I left the week after we graduated from high school,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
some of the gifts that I got back then would not be very politically socially accepted nowadays.
You didn't have those on your shelf at the office?
I did not. Yeah. So yeah, I started out as a teacher, and I've been in education for the last 20, almost 30 years, and it's been an adventure. So so fun to hear the podcast. I listen to it in various states of mind.
Good call.
It's okay. We produce it in various states of mind.
Right. And when I heard you say, "Oh, we got to do guests," I'm like, "Oh, I'll just throw a message out and see if it'll happen."
Well, let me just say, as somebody who is nowhere close to retirement, fuck you.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that's funny. Is people are like, you're too young to retire, and I said, well, you don't say that to people who've worked in the military started when they were like enlisted when they were 18, and then they're walking out at 35.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you were in education, man. You've done that's like
Right.
it multiplies the time. Like one of your years is like 8 for regular people.
If you ask me, I think education retirement, especially for teachers, should be similar to that of active duty military, because it's a front line of a different kind. At least at least war ends. Teachers, it's oh my god, you get a 3-month to catch your breath, and then you're back at it. It's like, holy crap. At least the government says, you know what? You stay off. You sit tight for about 6 months, and then we'll send you back to some other fuckery. But yeah, that's.
And if you did it right, you don't mind meeting people forever. In the stores. Oh, hey, I had you back in whatever class. But if you did it wrong, you're like, oh no, I'm going to go to the other aisle.
Oh wow!
I don't need to see that kid.
Have you actually? Speaking of that, have you ever been in that situation where you're walking down the aisle at the grocery or wherever, and you see that kid that you just never got on with, that you just instant hatred for each other, and you were like, you knew that the guy was going to end up as a deadbeat, and you see him, and he is. He's everything you feared he would become, and worse.
That there have been those occasions, but the actual avoidance where I have done has not generally been around the kid, but it's been around their parent.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to talk to this human being again, based on the trauma they inflicted. And they're single-handedly responsible for well, quite honestly, why they end up on this show, in the various news articles.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you did that to them, Mom. They don't call them helicopter parents anymore. They call them lawnmower parents, because they just mow down all the obstacles. I see one coming. Let me get out. Whip up the Toro and put it on auto drive.
Yeah.
Take it out. So
they put the attachment on the driving on.
Yep. I'm less popular now is that I've moved into administration. So I think people avoid me. I think,
dude, you're HR, man. I mean,
right.
That goes with the territory.
We're here to help.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So, what are you going to do when you retire at 50? Are you going to double dip and start consulting for the school district or anything fun like that?
I've laid the groundwork and sort of filed at least an LLC to possibly do that if I want to. I want to be a human being for a little while. I've been a human doing. It's been an intense just last few months, as you might imagine, in education. I got to. For the handful of people that listen to this, and as I look at our friends from high school that I'm at least friends with on the various social medias, many of them are in education. So I just got to give a shout out to them, how they single-handedly turned education around, in some cases overnight or in a week, with no assistance from anybody in the world. And so good on you, my fellow educator colleagues. So I actually started the online school for our district many years ago. So I have a little bit of help to deal with that. It seems like organizations always need human resources help. But we have our sights set a little higher. We are thinking that we might go live part-time in Italy. Yes, even given recent events.
Wow.
And maybe open a bed and breakfast out there. So,
nice. Road trip.
Right. Everybody who says that, we make them pinky swear. So, like, if you say you're going to come, then you got to stay at R&R B&B out there. So, I don't know if that's going to be the name of it, but that's.
I'll never remember that. There's no way. Right. You need something easier.
Yeah.
Hey, we could simulcast from there. They have Wi-Fi now, I understand. We could do this. We could do the show from your bed and breakfast.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
So, but that's not until, you know, later on down the road, maybe this year, we hope, if the world ever decides to reopen again. We're not going to move there right away. We think we're just going to spend some time there, make sure that we want to live. We've been a few times.
Let it air out. Let it air out a bit.
Right. Or see if they even want to have us there, because I have no idea how Italians express their displeasure with Americans. I haven't experienced any of it, but if they don't want us there, hopefully we'll know pretty quickly.
Now,
one thing.
Granted, I haven't seen you in a long, long time, but I don't remember that ever being an issue with you of not being somewhere that people didn't want you to be. So I can save you the airline tickets, man. If you like it.
You're historically unaffected by being someplace that nobody wants you. So
that's right. And sometimes that's, didn't even know you existed there, sir.
Right.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, almost tripped over you there. Sorry.
Didn't you see the sign? Need money for food.
Right. Used to be an educator.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, but seriously though, I mean, and you called it out, but I feel terrible for teachers on a daily basis, but these last few months have had to been absolute hell on them.
Yeah. Yeah, I just, the thing is, bottom line, if there was ever any doubt in anybody's mind about educators' dedication to their kids to try and do their best to pull this off with no preparation, has been nothing short of spectacular. And the things that we found out that we thought were important are really important, and some of the things that we didn't went away pretty quickly. I don't know about other states, but our states, our state legislators who've been out of shape around standardized student testing forever, they waived that. Like next day. Yeah, we don't need to do that this year. Yeah. Oh, and guess what? Teachers still kept doing their damn jobs. Mm-hmm. and did it pretty fucking well, I might say. So anyway, don't want to get off on a political rant because I think people tuned out as soon as you introduced me, but we'll go from there.
No, I think to kind of echo what you kind of said earlier about being able to make that sort of leap from classroom to cyberspace with varying degrees of ease. The fact that they were able to do it at all is pretty phenomenal. And the way in which they've been able to accomplish what they've done is absolutely fantastic. I can't speak for California because it's a shithole, but everything else that I'm seeing, from Ohio and from what I'm seeing, from what you're talking about in Colorado and other states that I've looked at, really have taken to the online learning thing quite well. And I think one of the things that they're doing really well is they're maintaining the engagement, even though they can't be face to face. They're maintaining that engagement with the student.
Yeah.
And I think they're being able to do that actually in some ways better than in a classroom environment.
Yeah. Yeah. The purposefulness and the intentionality goes behind that. It's just, these really reinventing themselves. And for some of them, it's just like being a brand new teacher all over again. Yeah, you're right on. When we were building the online high school on purpose, it took us the better part of 3 years to sort of settle into our rhythm, and we'll get better, like everything else. So, yeah, it's been pretty spectacular. It hasn't been easy. It really hasn't been easy. How do I do my woodshop class online?
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Shoot.
Dad, where's the circular saw?
Where's the Band-Aids?
Speaking of which, I just this December got my associates in an online school, and the last class I had to take was biology, and so it was a requirement for the degree. And I thought, well, how in the fuck are? And then a couple days later, this box showed up at my door full of beakers and chemicals and everything I needed to replicate the classroom at home. So all we had to do was perform the experiments, and then like stick an index card with your name and class and date, and take pictures of everything as you progressed. So yeah, okay, woodworking, yeah, that's a tough one, but it obviously somebody out there has already jumped the hurdle to figure out how to do some of the more hands-on classes as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
Impressive.
Yeah. I think when you get your beakers, get your whatever, some of those things that we have come to just naturally assume and are going to happen as part of education. We have to be so deliberate about that with this. And whatever your perspective on public education, whether the turnaround into I got to figure this out. Just talking with a friend today who was like, had no idea how I was going to teach my video production class. We use Adobe, the Adobe software, which you can't get at home for free.
Right.
And there are companies that have stepped up too, and said, we're going to give you this software for free, or we're going to let your kids do this online. And so it becomes less about the thing, right? Less about the beakers, less about the video editing software, and like what you said earlier, Tom, about how we engage our kids. So there you go. Good public service announcement for our fellow educators out there.
Right on.
Well, they deserve all the accolades we can throw at them. Absolutely.
Okay.
Right.
And I think, parents are getting a better idea of how their kids are in school. And I think that's one of the upsides, too, of this whole stay-at-home thing is, my kid is not a joy to have in class. What the hell? And so they get an idea of the monster that they're sending to school for the teachers to deal with. Oh, this is why we can't fucking get the job done. It's because I'm too busy trying to discipline this kid within the confines of what I'm allowed to do. I'm going to get in the same soapbox as you, Rick. So I'm going to back down.
Hey, that's good. We don't want to talk about our nationalized babysitting service. And then throw in some education on top of that, because I got to
just make sure they can pass the test and move on.
Right. That'd be good.
So that the universities can get the checks.
Yeah. I'd be up for babysitter wages for teachers, though. Big cleanup. Yeah. All these memes that you've seen online, maybe you haven't, about a parent posts, hey, homeschooling's been really rough. 2 kids suspended for fighting and a teacher fired for alcohol on the job.
Yeah, and it's only noon.
It's only noon. So, yeah. We'll see if it turns into actually any action when it comes time to support teachers with anything beyond memes and really strong "we love yous" online. So
hopefully, this is a lasting wake up call for parents.
Yep, I gotta go with you on that one. Y'all want your kids back? Remember the human behind.
Right.
Yeah. So there we go. So that's it. You might guess I have a little bit of passion around education. We'll see if I'm going to turn that into a side gig or not. But I'm kind of looking forward to reconnecting with my wife. My son's off. We're empty nesters here. We sold our house and bought a very small townhouse, and
Nice.
She's been a terrific office mate during this time when I've run the which virtual conferencing session are we on today? Which program are we using right now? To some pretty heated stuff that we have to do, make some pretty serious decisions around things we have to do to react in education. She's been taking it like a trooper, but but she's kind of got that tapping foot going. You're almost done, right?
Yeah.
Right.
He's making the X's every day on the calendar.
Yeah, been an absent husband and father for the better part of 30 years. So, yeah, looking forward to that too. So we'll see how that goes. She hasn't asked me to go work in the office and risk exposure. So I really appreciate that.
That's a good sign. You know?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, what a lovely story.
Lovely story, you bastard.
I mean, I was nodding off when you said human resources, but then
Right.
you kind of pulled me in, though, with the education part, so kudos to you.
Hey, I have some feelings that the stories that are in the files that you guys read, I may have encountered some of those people in my time in human resources.
No doubt.
I'm betting you. I'm betting so.
No doubt.
Yeah.
It's funny. When I was digging through the files, I was initially looking for things for Colorado Springs, and then things for Colorado in general. And I was kind of let down. There was nothing really glaringly, wow, look at that fucking guy. It was very sort of run of the mill, kind of just lunacy. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that's not special. Anybody can set their eyebrows on fire, sure.
That's right. All the half-naked people in Boulder Creek when the restrictions lifted slightly. Now that's not lunacy. That's to be expected. And that's just Boulder.
That's PG shit there, man.
Right.
Yeah, we need some face eating. We need, what was it, the marijuana leaf tattoo, that kind of shit.
Yeah. I think that guy probably wonders why he didn't get a job working with children. I just want to be a teacher. Maybe online for you, but
right. This new reality is perfect for him too. He can work on his doctorate in jail and come out and be a professor.
We could.
You could be a heart surgeon.
Right. Probably teach chemistry.
Now see?
A la Walter White.
You do what you love and you never work a day in your life.
That's right.
Yes, I got my master's in botany while I was in jail.
A minor in hydroponics.
Oh, Christ. Well, speaking of which, Rick, do you want to hang out with us and shit on some people with us?
I'll chime in and offer opinions or not. So yeah, I'd be happy to hang out. And I should probably ask, do you want me to hang out any further?
Not particularly, but I have no idea how to hang up on you on this Skype call. So you're kind of in it with us.
All right. I can't get out either unless my internet connection drops off. So my machine's frozen up here.
Sweet. Well, we're all in it for the long haul now.
Right.
All right. Well,
just like our listeners.
Well, I'll tell you what. Something we forgot to do last time we got together. How about we take a little break so I can sneak an ad in here? And then when we reconvene, we'll go over this bevy of amazing articles that Tom dug up for us. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
Right on. Okay. Well, for those of you out there, we'll be right back after this beautiful ad, hopefully, or it'll be a couple seconds of dead space, and then we'll be back either way. All right. That was boring as hell.
Wow, yeah. Either way.
I love how you have to read your own commercial.
Isn't that great? Oh, I tell you what, and it's not worth the money.
When you earn 0.002 cents per download or stream, yeah.
Like,
you do what you can.
Like Tom was joking a couple months ago that we can almost afford a phone call. And that was like March. So
like from the 80s.
here it is, like May, and we can almost afford like a Twix bar. So
All right.
Both of them, left and right.
left
quick.
and right. Yeah, so we're getting there, man, big time. All right, so Tom filled us up with all kinds of crazy shit. And all of them, except for the last one, which we absolutely are going to fucking get to, have to do with kids, since you're here.
It's
All right.
kind of a theme.
Yeah.
Okay. Well done.
Well, Tom, you want to start us off, or do you want me to lead? What do you want to do here?
Well, actually, you picked that one, the first one.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Go for it.
All right. We'll start with the dark shit first.
Yeah.
Study says 1/3 of parents are delaying giving vaccines to their children. 1/3 of children between the ages of 19 and 35 months don't receive vaccines on time, leaving them vulnerable to preventable infectious diseases and their complications, a new study finds. The study, published in the medical journal Pediatrics, revealed 63% of children receive vaccines on time before the age of 3, per Center of Disease Control and Prevention guidelines, while 23% limited the number of shots per visit or skipped at least one vaccine. Another 14% weren't compliant with guideline recommendations, according to nationwide surveys from Emory University regarding 15,059 children. The CDC recommends children be vaccinated against 14 illnesses in their first 3 years of life: chickenpox, diphtheria, tetanus, and whooping cough, Haemophilus, influenza type B disease, measles, mumps, and rubella, polio, pneumococcal disease, and hepatitis A. Some families work with their pediatrician to come up with a modified immunization schedule, or they will split up the combination vaccines, which ultimately ends up being more of a disservice to your newborn because of more overall injections given, says neonatologist Dr. Shaliz Porkaviani. Delaying vaccines delays the body's ability to develop an immune response, relying on immunity from the rest of the community. Vaccination has been named an effective public health intervention, yet parents are still choosing to delay or forgo vaccination for their children. Uncertainty about safety and necessity of vaccines, along with general mistrust of the pharmaceutical industry, has led to this recent trend, the study says. The study also confirms that recent misinformation about vaccines and reservations about giving too many vaccines at one time may be leading to these delays. Study authors highlight a need for interventions targeting both providers and parents to minimize vaccine delays that put children's health and public health at risk. Find recommended vaccine schedules, safety, and side effects on the CDC's website.
Okay.
Yeah, this is one subject that I rail on. I mean,
Okay.
and again, it's, let me see if I can find it. About halfway through the article, some families work with their pediatrician to come up with a modified immunization schedule. Why are you doing this? You know, and I'm trying to think back 20 years ago when my daughter would have been a baby and going in for all the shots and shit. And the doctor just said, all right, this month we're doing X, Y, and Z. You come back in 3 months and get this one and this one and this one. And then in 6 months we'll do this one. And you just said, okay.
All right.
And you fucking did it, you know? There wasn't this, you know, well, I don't know if Jacob can handle 8 shots in one sitting. Can we spread this out? Or how much aluminum is in this one? And et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
No, I'm just going to go ahead and opt for the iron lung option because that's less invasive.
Mm-hmm.
It is, and you get to lay down.
You know, you sit there and the world does everything for you. Lie there.
But with that funky mirror, everything's upside down.
Yeah. Good times.
Right?
Yeah, of course the failed logic of we're going to rely on the herd immunity to help us. No.
Yeah.
Right? What was it?
That means you want your kid to catch that shit.
Yes.
Because
and you're counting on the other kids to like bounce it back so nobody else gets infected. But still,
Right.
Okay, so what was it? 23% limited the number of shots and 14% weren't compliant. So the herd immunity doesn't work when a third of the fucking people aren't getting the shots.
No.
You don't have
There is no herd.
No. You have scattered bison immunity, which is not the same. It's not the same.
Those are the ones that gets picked off.
The 2/3 that have either had the disease or have been vaccinated will infect the other 1/3 eventually. And if it's like chickenpox, now that's one of those things. Remember the chickenpox parties that people used to have?
Right.
Yeah. Here. Let me rub my kid on yours.
Rub my kid on you. Perfect. I never went. I didn't get chickenpox until I was in like 8th grade, and it like hit me like a ton of fucking bricks. I wish I'd gone to a chickenpox party at 6 or 7 years old. I had them in my damn throat, my ears. Oh shit! It was fucking ridiculous.
I got it when I was 18.
Oh shit!
And then got sunburned on them because I was too stupid and inebriated to realize I should have stayed out of the sun. So yeah, that right? Wasn't pleasant.
We can't be trusted.
No.
But we shouldn't be forced, should we?
What, to get immunization?
Yeah. I mean, if they're going to force you to inject this fluid into your vein, what else could they force you to put in yourself?
Trackers.
That's what those are for.
Yeah. Nanotechnology's been around for decades.
Right. It's in the aluminum.
Oh my god.
I don't need your phone to track you. They are already doing it.
We suddenly die in the middle of this podcast. It's because we got outed.
Right? My tinfoil hat is not going to help you.
Nope.
Well, this backfires.
Just going to have a blown pupil and be dead. That's it.
Oh, shit. I just think it's funny. If you look back, I mean, think to like October, November. There was so much anti-vaccination going around. It's like, my kid's not going to get this and blah, blah, blah. And, all the schools were fighting like, well, we're not going to let little kid in if he's doesn't have his shots.
Right.
And it's this huge fight. And now, all of a sudden, we're in the middle of a pandemic and everybody's screaming, where's the medicine, man?
Where's the vaccine?
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
if it'll get my kid out of my house, give me the frickin' shot.
That's right. So, shut the fuck up, parents. Just
now that it's inconvenient. Well, regardless of the fact that, months ago when all the anti-vaxxers were on their soapboxes, meanwhile, there's a measles outbreak at Disney fucking land. And, LAX is getting shut down because of a measles outbreak. And nobody seems to realize that maybe, we should, avail ourselves to the technology and the medical. I lost my train of thought because I almost spilled my drink.
I don't get it, man. I mean, anybody that's ever seen Pet Sematary would get a polio shot. That shit was terrifying. Mm-hmm. So, yes, absolutely. And I am 100% pro-vaccinations. It's just what shocked me were the percentages in this article. That's fucking terrifying. Yeah. The CDC makes the schedule to say, all right, this is what we know works. And yet, parents go in and they have the audacity to say, well, that doesn't really work for me.
No.
Can we modify this? Because I feel terrible about making my kid cry because he got a shot. Like, I'm sorry. You live in a society. You sign a social contract when you agree to live around us. And part of that is, don't let little fucking Trevor get me sick because you wanted to stretch out giving him fucking polio medication.
Fucking Trevor.
God damn that kid. Fuck him.
It's always a kid named Trevor, too.
Right?
Yeah. Fucking Trevor.
Sorry, Trevor, if you're listening.
I'm not.
He's not.
Fuck you.
Fuck you
Go
either
smack
way.
your mom for not vaccinating you.
We don't want you here anyway, you goddamn disease-riddled fucking pox sack.
Well, in Trevor's defense, I'm sure Trevor is smart enough that at 18, he's going to go contact a doctor and get himself squared away, as most kids do. Yeah. As I've been reading about. These anti-vax, they were raised and, unvaccinated. And count the days. There have been kids that have, without their parents' knowledge, contacted doctors saying, look, I'm only 16 years old, but my mom doesn't want to fucking vaccinate me, and I'm going to drop dead out here in the street. I don't want to get fucking polio or mumps or measles or fucking rubella or neuro whatever the fuck. So can I sneak into your joint and you give me a little jab? A vaccine?
Good for that. Oh, shit. That's
important to clarify.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
I had to make sure the folks in Ireland knew what I was talking about.
Aye.
Hey.
Oh, shit. But that's good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. Fucking Americans are terrible. Anyway, that's my whole point.
Oh, shit.
I have nothing else.
All right. So, moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Next article.
All right, this is, well, okay.
What other controversial topics you have for us?
Yeah, all right. Not quite as dark, but just as dumb.
Oh, it's lighthearted after this. Trust me.
Well, it's true.
We've swallowed the bitter pill.
Babies on pikes would be light after that.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. The new coronavirus challenge. Fucking assholes.
Oh, no.
Yeah!
The coronavirus challenge will make you wish kids were still eating Tide Pods again. If you thought kids chowing down on Tide Pods was bad, wait until you hear about what they're putting in their mouths now. Dubbed the coronavirus challenge, young people are tasked to lick everyday items that the public uses on a daily basis.
Oh, no.
Like a toilet seat.
Oh.
Or a doorknob. Considering we're in the middle of a COVID-19 pandemic, which has killed nearly 10,000 people worldwide as of just to clarify, as of 3/20/2020, not so much a fun idea. So Mashable, obviously a credible news source, Mashable reports that this fun new challenge was inspired by TikTok, surprise, user Ava Louise, where she decided to lap up some delicious and nutritious toilet seat germs on an airplane.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
When she got whacked with bad publicity, she deleted the video in hopes of the negativity would stop. But we all know that once you put something on the internet, it's there forever. For this blonde-haired toilet seat licker, someone reposted the video for all to see. And if you need proof that somehow egregious stupidity is always rewarded, Ava Louise got a cushy interview on CNN and was paid $4,000 for it. Really. Which obviously explains what happened next. Now, teens are hoping by licking random everyday objects, they'll get paid too. While it's highly unlikely they'll have been handed the Benjamins, they most likely will have to shell out a few when their actions land them in the hospital with COVID-19.
Yes.
Or hepatitis.
Right?
Or...
Lawnmower that one, Karen.
Oh, my God. That is so good. So good.
Yeah. And again, this dovetails perfectly into what Rick was talking about, that parents, where the fuck are they, and why are they so oblivious to what the hell is happening with their children? This is something that she posted online And now, I'm not saying that you need to be completely like the online Gestapo with your kids, but at least be aware.
Right?
To some extent, at some point, what as a parent, when CNN calls and says, "Oh, we got your daughter licking a toilet seat on American 371 from Dallas," good girl, let's go.
Right?
We're gonna go to New York.
I mean, yeah, we did stupid shit, but again, I think we've covered this before.
Yeah.
Thank God the internet did not exist when we were younger.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And the fact that it turns into a competition, like when you see somebody do something stupid, you used to just laugh and say, "Man, that was stupid." But now it's like, "Oh yeah? Well, I can take that up a notch or two and do something even stupider just for the likes and for $4,000 from CNN."
Yeah. I don't know. I listen occasionally as a consumer of the podcast, and I cringe. I make those noises of disgust often as you guys go through each one of these, and I would accuse you of making them up.
I wish.
But I know better.
Yeah. And what's funny, Rick, is I've only been pulling these stories for 3 or 4 months,
Right.
And we've got enough in reserve to do this podcast for the next 4 years.
Easily.
It's
Easily.
It's kind of a task to sift through, and there are always more. So yeah, this is not a new phenomenon. This is what it is, and it cracks me up now that you just put the word challenge at the end of anything stupid, and all of a sudden it's cool and video worthy.
Right. Yeah.
And it's like, well, yeah, I got hit by a car because I jumped out and I was dancing, but it was a challenge.
That makes it okay.
Yeah, I like. Where do you draw the line from? Hey, eat this hot pepper. To hey, give yourself a potentially fatal disease.
Well, okay. Here's the thing. I was thinking about this today when I read your article selection. Would I lick a toilet seat to potentially get $4,000? Fuck no. So,
No.
All right, to the 3 kids that are listening to this, I want to teach you a phrase. It's called cash in hand, okay? Now,
Yeah.
I did a lot of stupid shit when I was a kid, but the first thing you don't say is, okay. The first thing you say is, let me see the cash.
Show me the money.
Yeah. So, will I lick a toilet seat? Show me the duffel bag, I guess. For $4,000, probably not. But if somebody was standing there with $400,000 and said, "I'll set you up if you lick that toilet seat," I would just say both sides, or just can I start at the front and work my way to the back?
Right. Toss the bag.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me check my immunization card. See if I'm caught up. Yes.
Right. Yeah. Even then, $4,000, I can spend $1,000 on shots.
Pay your copay. No.
Yeah. Right. That's the thing. All right. Well, am I going to get paid enough to deal with whatever this does to me, and then still have a comfortable margin afterwards?
Okay, let me add something to that then, because you brought up a good point. So you would do it for the money, but can I record you doing it and post it online, and you get nothing extra except the fact that you'll have YouTube hits from now until the end of time of you French kissing a toilet seat?
At this stage, I'm going to say no.
No. It's bad enough there's a select few human beings on the planet that have memories of stupid stuff I did. I don't need the entire planet having access to those memories.
Right.
Now, see, like when this girl grows up, I don't think it said how old she was, but she's obviously not over 18. But when she's 38, she'll still be toilet seat girl.
Yeah.
Right?
She'll be COVID toilet seat girl for the rest of her life. Not that that's not going to open doors or close doors, but I mean, either way, toilet seat girl.
Hold on, I'm buying that domain right now.
Do that.com. I'll share it with you. Don't go .net. That's for losers.
Oh, shit.
Do I get a
No offense.
discount if I buy an annual membership, or is it just as expensive if I go month to month?
It's the same as month to month.
Yeah, God, you fucks. Oh,
Right?
yeah. But, okay, yeah, I mean, kids are stupid. Kids are going to do stupid shit. But
Yeah, that's what they're supposed to do.
I almost feel bad for kids now because they have that extra layer of the online presence too, you know?
Yeah, now the stupid is forever.
Yes.
But they also, they have a choice. We had obviously not quite the same technology as being able to shoot and save and upload on site, but we had video cameras. VHS existed. We had 2 or 3 friends that could afford video cameras that, so this could have been saved, if we had done this back in the day. And
that's the thing, like, if you were going to run for Senate, yes, the videotape that somebody took at a party would show up. But like you said, this shit's instant. The second you do something stupid, potentially thousands of people know you did something stupid too. And I feel bad for him.
And 100 years from now, when somebody Googles COVID-19, there's a potential that this girl's video is going to show up.
On the first page. Because of all the likes and links.
Because marketing. Yeah, there's a way to do that. Yeah.
SEO, baby.
Mm-hmm.
So gross.
So gross. Yeah. Kids, the internet's forever. And yeah, you delete it and it doesn't go away. It's not like clearing your browser history.
Right. And again, cash in hand. If you're going to do something stupid, at least get something out of it.
That's worthwhile.
Amen. That's our
sage advice.
That's our PSA right there.
Yeah, be as stupid as you want. Just make sure it's worth it.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to be stupid anyways. You might as well get some nice new tennis shoes out of it, right?
Right. Anybody can be dumb for free. Or for 22 cents per click or whatever it is. 0.0012 cents per click.
I'd kick a puppy for 22 cents a click.
We just got 2 puppies.
And there's going to be days.
Oh, Christ. All right. Well, do you want me to field this next one then so you can bring us home with the fucking beauty that you
all right.
left the show with? Okay.
Sure. This
one's kind of fun, too. Students find cop's gun in bathroom in middle of school day. An off-duty police officer is under investigation after they allegedly left a gun behind in a school bathroom that was discovered by 3 young students. The incident happened on March 6th at about 2:30 p.m. at Catherine Cook School when 3 young girls told their teachers that they found a gun when they were inside a girls' restroom, according to ABC News Chicago station WLS-TV.
WLST.
Police said that the school security responded to the scene and secured the firearm, but after a police report was filed, authorities discovered that the gun actually belonged to an off-duty Chicago police officer who worked as a security guard at the private institution. An internal affairs investigation was opened at the school and, according to authorities, the officer will likely face some kind of discipline but will most likely not face any criminal charges in the incident. The 3 girls who found the gun in the bathroom at the kindergarten through 8th grade school were unharmed, and school officials could not immediately be reached for comment. The police officer who is allegedly involved in this incident has not yet been identified.
Let's go to Rick for this one first. As an educator and someone who has dealt with multiple levels in the field of education, your thoughts?
Don't answer the phone. Don't answer the phone. Okay, so the cop who I am hoping probably needed to take off the utility belt and all of the stuff to take care of business in the bathroom.
The girls' bathroom?
Let's hope it was a girl cop.
Yeah, Tom, it's 2020, man.
Yeah, but
girls can be cops too.
Girls can be cops. That's what we're hoping here. Right? So in the dark corners of HR, you would go, this cop leave that gun in there so that the kids would come find them and he could build a relationship with them for his own purposes?
Oh, damn. That's a rough spin.
Dude, that's dark.
Not far off the mark.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You gotta wonder, like, people are going to say, well, surely there should be a better measure in place for fill in the blank. This person was clearly not a responsible human being. You should have screened them out of that. And of course, there are no screening tools to predict ridiculous human behavior, despite what the criminal profilers on the popular TV shows will tell you. So it could have been an honest mistake, right? But there's no tolerance for honest mistakes in schools and in schools with a weapon. So, right. Of course, they can't be reached for comment because that's so obviously bad. You don't answer the phone.
No, I'm sure there's just a flurry of activity at the district office as people craft the memo.
Yeah, but I guarantee you, every security guard's gun is inventoried to whatever identifying measures they have, and they don't file those numbers off. So they do know whose it is.
Let me ask you this: you mentioned firearms. Okay, in the case of a police officer working as a school resource officer or school security, do they bring their police issued their service firearm? Do they bring that with them, or is there a weapons room in the school where they would sign out of?
No, they wear them. At least here in our
no
school.
shit.
So the school resource officers they gun are those in at least here in Colorado Springs. Those are all Colorado Springs police officers who are assigned as their duty to the school. Our district, like many districts in Colorado and around the nation, also has armed security guards, and so many of those people are former police or military who receive specialized training, and they are armed with their guns. Yeah,
but those weapons aren't stored on site. There's not a
no.
Okay.
No.
They show up to work with that gear.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. So I just had a flash in my head. There was an arms room at the high school, and I was like, well, that's just all sorts of dangerous.
Yeah, you got some guy in a red shirt handing out the rifles when the alarm goes off, and he's not going to make it to the end of the episode.
Right.
Exactly.
Man, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
But I don't know. On the flip side, I mean, haven't we all left a gun in a middle school bathroom at some point? I mean, is it really that bad?
Loaded? No.
All right, valid.
Not an idiot.
Just for show. I was just showing it to the kids.
Just trying to get my street cred bumped up,
right,
yo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's... You know what, Rick? you're making this shit dark and terrifying. Because you're
so
actually
real.
in the real world dealing with this shit on a day-to-day basis.
I like how you came up with a spin on that. It's really quick, and I'm like, damn, that's impressive. I used to work public affairs, and I couldn't come up with a spin like that. That's great. Kudos to you, brother.
Teacher.
Oh. Well, I was going to say it's like getting serious and shit, but then Tom has this special gift.
Yes.
That he can take no matter how dark it gets. I mean, these are preteens with loaded handguns. That's some dark stuff. And then he'll put this spin on this last article that makes it all so, I don't know, ethereal almost. It's beautiful and poetic and so much fun.
Damn, I hope it lives up to the build-up. Here we go. The headline has two of my favorite words in it, so. All right. Rampaging topless woman smashes 100 plates at her local Denny's.
Local Denny's are your favorite words?
Oh, woman and plates.
Oh,
okay.
I thought rampaging topless. Carry on.
Some unsuspecting diners hitting up their local Denny's enjoyed lunch and a show on Thursday when a half-naked woman barreled into the joint like a bull in a china shop. TMZ reports that the topless woman was in a crazed state when she smashed her way into the restaurant around 11:20 a.m. Then she rushed over to a stack of plates and proceeded to smash them on the ground like a person who just discovered how gravity works. Of course, everyone present not only stared on in horror, some also began pleading with the woman to stop. The woman briefly paused her rampage to shout, "Shut the fuck up, man!" before returning to her quest to terrorize as many people as possible. Police in Miami say the rampage lasted for a few solid minutes, and the half-naked woman was still smashing up the dinnerware when they arrived. Apparently, officers were already hot on the woman's trail because they were responding to reports of a woman arguing with random people and stripping down at a local bus stop. The woman is currently being mentally evaluated, but police believe she was just having a really bad trip. Also, as it should be noted, Denny's isn't open for dining. It's for carry-out only, so the restaurant has time to replenish their 100 or so broken plates, as they won't be needing them anytime soon.
Oh my god, yes. Yes.
Yeah. That's just gold.
Solid.
And it's got everything.
Oh god.
Bad trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Rampage, topless woman,
Miami?
Denny's.
Miami.
I mean, shit.
This is all of it. All in one article.
Yeah. This is why we do what we do.
Holy Christ. And
Do you catalog your articles by state? Like, is Florida up there with like? I want to see this database that you have.
I do have a special folder for Ohio.
It's true.
Like you could just blindfold yourself and say, pick one. From Florida. Yep, we're doing it.
Honestly,
that's
every third or fourth one is from Florida.
Yeah. My favorite part of this whole article was that she stopped her rampage to tell the guy to shut the fuck up.
Oh, yeah.
You know, not mid-plate throw, but to pause.
No.
Say, shut the fuck up, man. And then continue
And to give him
on.
like I'm walking here.
I'm going to have a moment of lucidity.
Oh, that is so beautiful, Tom.
I only wish that they had been able to include like where she was coming from, and as far as like actual location,
Was she mad because the bus didn't show up?
Was the bus late, or was it she pissed off because they were going to make her wear a mask on the bus?
Was she just in Denny's a little while ago and didn't like the takeout? Want to dine in?
Right, she was pissed off because she couldn't get the booth. Yeah. But, they took the brunt of it. Shut the fuck up, man.
Shut the fuck up, man. This has got to be the ultimate Grand Slam.
Ah.
Nice. It is. So, unfortunately, they don't give any real details as to where the Denny's is, because I would totally road trip to Miami to do at least a dine-in.
Like to buy a T-shirt there or something.
Oh, I just clicked on the TMZ site for their report on it, and it starts off. I'll read just a bit of it. No mooning over Miami.
Oh God, that's terrible. Oh,
TMZ.
Oh, so bad.
Yeah, remember when words were good?
Barely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this has everything that we look for in just the worst of humanity. Obviously, she's on something that she can't handle. She's unaccompanied, so she doesn't have any friends that can help her get through this bad trip. She's terrorizing people at Denny's. Granted, we've all done that. Smashing plates. Broke a few plates in my day. Who hasn't? But yeah, there's just so many high points to this story. The highest, of course, like I mentioned, is the her ability to just stop what she's doing and shut the fuck up, man.
And how many onlookers are we talking about? Are they 6 feet apart? Are they all waiting for? Are there that many people waiting for Denny's takeout?
Right.
I mean,
you eat at Denny's because it's kind of like there are no other options.
Yeah, that's not a destination. I'm starving. I don't know where I am, and I can see the sign in the distance kind of restaurant.
Yeah. Or, fuck, I want pancakes.
Right?
Right now.
But, I don't know. Doing acid at 11 o'clock in the morning never has a happy ending.
That's true.
You know? So, I feel bad that they didn't give her name so we could look her up and see what she looks like, but I'll just assume that it's like a Sharon. Sharon, do that at night with your friends, okay? Yes, acid is dangerous as shit, but you need a support group with you all the time.
Right? You gotta have a handler.
Yet another reason we don't lick things.
Right?
Right? Great callback. Yeah.
Oh, Christ. This is... Oh. Gold, Tommy, gold.
I try.
Shortly after I moved out here to Colorado, they opened up Debbie Does Donuts, which was a topless donut shop.
Sold.
So I wonder if Sharon maybe was unemployed because it closed down a decade ago, and she ended up in Miami.
She's trying to start a Debbie Does Denny's.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'd go there.
A topless donut shop?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So that's got to be on the interweb somewhere.
I don't want to fuck up my search criteria for that.
Incognito mode, baby.
Right click, incognito. Oh, Rick, I'm trying to wrap my head around that. I mean,
yeah, go get your donuts. Get served by a not rampaging topless woman.
Yeah. Yes, miss, could you show me what you have in a munchkin?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm not shocked they went out of business.
I kind of am. I think that's a brilliant idea. This is why I'm not a shark on Shark Tank. I'm in.
5 million. Go.
I would last like 3 episodes. Sorry, I gotta leave the show. I'm completely fucking broke.
Okay, yes, I understand.
You want a donut?
I totally understand the topless waitress concept. And it's not a terrible idea, but donuts are breakfast food, man. I mean, you're groggy, you're just getting up, you're on your way to work. And again, you know, I've spent way too much time in donut shops in the morning. Those aren't the people that you want to see topless, man.
No.
Well, no, you'd have to, I'm sure, apply some standards that are less than legal, I guess.
Oh, gross. Okay.
Yeah, how do you get around that sort of hiring action?
Yeah,
You just take the hit
You
and
know
pay the
that-
fine.
that's right.
Yeah. Or you just bring, you bring the audition tapes or the pictures. All right, well, you could have these or this mess of pendulous tragedy.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, this was a terrifyingly depressing episode.
Great.
Fucking
I'll
teachers.
I'll understand if I've never asked back. there's plenty of other friends who, well, they won't sign up now.
No, we don't have as many friends as you think. So, yeah, we
No.
may call on you. But I think we'll have to be a little more careful about the articles that we select.
I can probably take most of them to a dark corner of some HR world.
Oh,
Or bad experience with parent or, something along. 30 years you accumulate some.
Some darkness, some skeletons.
you're
Yeah.
really selling the return trip here, Rick.
Yeah, right. Trying to keep it light here, Tanski.
You gotta have me back. None of you have cried yet.
That's right.
Oh, shit. Okay.
You're still drinking for fun. No, wait a minute.
Oh, my God, yes. Oh, good stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, no, Tanski, it's been great talking to you, man.
It's been awesome. Good to chat with you guys. Do this. Be on this side of the recording. So keep it up. I don't know if you guys got stats on how many clicks or downloads you got, but it's always a pleasant diversion to listen to Bum's Corner coast to coast.
That's our goal, buddy. That's our goal. And yeah, let's not wait 30 years to talk again, too. I mean, especially if you're retired.
Right.
I mean, I'm working from home. I don't have shit to do a lot of times, so just give me a buzz sometime and we'll catch up.
Yeah, me too. All those you listen out there too. So yeah.
Right on. Well,
Yeah.
as we do every episode, we're going to fade out here and we'll hear nothing because our lives are empty. But all of our
Yes.
listeners will get the dulcet sounds of the anal vomits as we fade off into nothingness.
Enjoy.
Cheers,
All
all.
right.
Hey,
Good night, weirdos.
Thanks for having me.
Next time.